start a little game of hide and seek. If you wanna have some fun.
Hey gems! Today I am doing the very anticipated, long-awaited tattoo video. You guys have been asking me pretty much since I started my channel all about my tattoos, what they mean, when I got them, and today that is what I'm gonna do. So let's get started. Tattoo number one is my treble clef. I got this when I was 21 years old, and I got this at a tattoo parlor in the Outer Banks in North Carolina, and I designed it myself, and it says Passion Christ. It has a 13 in the middle with a treble clef and 2 nautical stars. Now the meaning behind this tattoo is that I have a passion for music. My favorite number is 13. I'm collecting nautical stars, so these were the first 2 that I got, and I am a Christian. So that is number 1. My second tattoo is my 1-year post-surgery tattoo for my spinal cord injury. This one has a lot of meaning to me, and all the rest of my tattoos were done by the same person. His name is Joey Singleton, and this was done at SC Tattooing in Ann Arbor, Michigan. And unfortunately that shop is closed, but he does have his own shop now. And this is my awesome piece that I have, and the meaning behind this tattoo is I got it done on the exact date I came out of surgery for my spinal cord injury, and so I wanted the drama faces because I have my good days, my bad days, and the reason I wanted them connecting is I have my days in between. Underneath it says 1 day at a time because that's the way I have to live my life. Underneath that, it says October 17th, 2008, and that is the day I came out of surgery. And then underneath that, it says SCIS, which means Spinal Cord Injury Survivor. And I absolutely loved the argyle patterns and the really delicate lace and ribbon in this tattoo, and I designed this one as well. And this one is probably my most meaningful tattoo because it just reminds me to take it 1 day at a time and to remind myself every day of how far I've come since my injury in 2008. And I got this tattoo when I was 24 years old. Tattoo number 3 is my first ambigram tattoo, and it says angel, and then when you flip it upside down it says devil, and it has a nautical star in black and red on each side. You guys are gonna see a really big theme in my tattoos because I do love black and red, so a lot of my tattoos are black and red, but I love how he faded it, and this is also done by Joey, as I said, and so when you flip it this way, it looks like A-N-G-E-L, and then when you flip it upside down, it says devil. You can see that it says devil, which is D-E-V-I-L, and I was 26 when I got this tattoo, and this was also done at SC Tattooing in Ann Arbor. This was the last tattoo I got at that shop before Joey left and started his own shop. My 4th tattoo is another ambigram, and this one says saint and sinner, again with the black and red and the 2 nautical stars on either end. And I was 28 when I got this tattoo. I had to wait a couple of years because Joey was opening up his own shop. But this was done at Ethos Tattoos in Saline, Michigan, and that is where I've gotten all the rest of my tattoos. And this is actually a set, and I kind of designed these. The meaning behind both of my ambigram tattoos is that I have definitely been a saint and a sinner my entire life, and a little bit of a devil and an angel. And I actually saw these on Torrin Green. He is the former lead singer for the band Fuel. He has them on his forearms with his logo on either end. And I saw these and I absolutely fell in love with them, and I just figured, you know what, I need these on my arms. I've actually posted pictures of this on Instagram and Twitter, and he actually liked it, and he does follow me on Instagram, which is awesome. But I absolutely love it. It is in a different font than my other one because I didn't want them to be exactly matching, but I do absolutely love it. So when you look at it this way, it says S-A-I-N-T, and then when we flip it around, you can see that it says S-I-N-N-E-R for sinner. And I absolutely just love these sets, and I love where I've placed them as well, which is on my upper forearm. Tattoo number 5 is my first of 3 My Chemical Romance tattoos. Again, done by Joey at Ethos Tattooing in Saline. This tattoo says, I'm not okay, and then it says My Chemical Romance. And it's done in the exact same font as the 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge album. I have 2 other nautical stars and some red and black vining. I absolutely love this piece, and it is my favorite quote, favorite song, favorite band of all time. I'm Not Okay is my anthem. It has been for a very, very long time, since the album came out pretty much. And My Chemical Romance has just been my favorite band for over a decade. When this album came out, I was in college, and it was a really difficult time for me during that period, and I was trying to find out who I was and try to figure out just the world that was in front of me at the time. And this song and this band have just been a huge, huge impact on my life, even though they're not a band anymore, which is unfortunate, but I still absolutely love their music, and I just absolutely wanted something to remind myself that it's okay to be not okay, and just to pay a little bit of tribute to my favorite band. I was 28 when I got this tattoo done, and this is also on my upper forearm right below my first tattoo. My 6th tattoo is one that you guys see a lot of, and it is on the inside of my right wrist, and it is my Harry Potter tattoo. This was actually given to me as a gift from my tattoo artist Joey for my birthday, and I got this done the exact same day as I got the number 5 tattoo, which is my Chemical Romance one. I really wanted a very simple Harry Potter tattoo. I'm probably going to be getting another Harry Potter tattoo sometime in the future, but for my first one, I just wanted it to be very, very simple. So it is just the glasses and the lightning bolt, and it is on the correct side, because on Harry's face, his lightning bolt leans to the right. That is a big thing for me when I see Harry Potter tattoos. I just wanted to clear that up in case anybody wants to, you know, say something in the comments, but I am probably going to be getting another Harry Potter tattoo, but for the first one, I just wanted something very simple and dainty on the inside of my right wrist, and it is facing the palm of my hand, so I can show people, and it looks correct when they look at it. Tattoo number 7 is my BSB and my other nautical star. I got this when I was 29 years old, and BSB just stands for the Backstreet Boys. I don't want any grief in the comments for being a Backstreet Boy lover. They have been my second favorite, or tied for first favorite band, for over 20 years of my life. I absolutely love them. Their music got me through probably the hardest time in my life, going through middle school and high school. I was very bullied as a child because I was overweight, and I always would listen to their music when I was coming home from school and crying my eyes out because somebody was mean to me. But their music has always spoke to me very, very much. I've gone to see them, I think, 4 times live in concert, and I just wanted something to represent my other favorite band of all time. And again, since I'm collecting the black and red nautical stars, I had to get one to represent my boys. Again, it is in black and red because those are my favorite colors. Tattoo number 8 is a song lyric from one of my favorite songs from My Chemical Romance, and it is from the song Famous Last Words, and it says, I am not afraid to keep on living, I am not afraid to walk the world alone. And we did a little bit of accents of red in the eyes, and if you flip them upside down, they actually kind of look like hearts, which I really enjoyed. And this is my second favorite song from My Chemical Romance, so I absolutely always loved the lyric from that song, and it really speaks to me on a lot of different levels, because you have to not be afraid. And that's what I wanted to remind myself of every day, because when you have a spinal cord injury, a lot of your life is undecided, and you know, lots of different things can happen. So I wanted a reminder on my arm to not be afraid and to keep on walking and living and just being myself. I absolutely love the font in this because it's just very girly and kind of dainty that I really, really like. And I am going to be working on a sleeve for my left arm. My left arm has actually become my music arm. It is everything to do with music because that is a huge, huge part of my life. I was 30 years old when I got this tattoo from Joey. And this next one you guys have all been seeing in my videos lately because it is a pretty darn big piece. And if you look really closely, we actually kind of tied in these two pieces a little bit because it just looked really cool. So this one is my biggest tattoo that I have. It takes up almost all of my left forearm. There's my wrist and there's my elbow. But this is the faces from the Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge album cover that Gerard Way did, and I wanted it to be in a frame or looking like a mirror with a lot of really beautiful detail, and that's exactly what Joey captured. I absolutely love it. This is my favorite tattoo, and the reason that I wanted the faces from the Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge album is because that is my favorite album by them, and Gerard Way actually drew these faces. He is a comic book artist, and I just wanted something really pretty, very vibrant in color. I didn't want just the faces, I wanted it to be an entire finished piece, and that's exactly what we accomplished. So it looks like it is in a very delicate frame. So at the top here, we just did a little bit of purples, reds and blacks, and a lot of fading, which just looks absolutely incredible. And then when you get into the actual faces, they are kind of distressed, and yes, they are meant to look bloody because that is what the album cover looks like, but he just did an amazing job. And on the back of my forearm, we just did some vines and branches and some flowers, and I just let Joey choose exactly what he wanted to as far as colors go. They're all of my very beautiful flowers. We just did some pinks, purples, blues, reds, blacks, and it just looks so incredible. And then on the very bottom of the picture frame or the mirror, whichever one you want to call it, is a beautiful female skull. If you look really, really close, you can see that her open eye has eyelashes, and we just had a flower coming out of the bottom and some gray work on the bottom of that. And then we just have some more branches and vines going up from the side. Here's one more look at that tattoo. And this is one of my newest tattoos. I got it done about 5 months ago, and it is awesome. So I was 31 when I got this tattoo done, and it was definitely my longest session that I had. It took about 3.5 hours to do this tattoo, but we did it all in one session, and it turned out absolutely stunning, I think. And tattoo number 10 is my newest one. It is less than a week old. I got it actually on February 9th, and it is my mandala. I have loved these for so many years, and I love the meaning behind them. It is that you are one with the universe, and I just chose the basic outline, and I let Joey go ahead and choose whatever colors he wanted, whatever he saw fit in his artist's eye. As you guys can probably see, I still have quite a bit of bruising and swelling right around here, but it is less than a week old, like I said, and I've had the outline done for about 5 months, and Joey has just been so super busy that he hasn't been able to get me in. So he finally was able to get me in, and this took about an hour and a half, and I absolutely am in love with it. The colors are so bright and beautiful. I love the design that he chose, and we kind of worked on this one together, and it just turned out so beautiful. And it does take up the entirety of my right shoulder, and I absolutely love it. So I'm still nursing it, still making sure that it heals up very, very well. We have not entered the peeling stage yet, but I'll talk more about that in a minute. So that is tattoo number 10. Alright guys, that is all of my tattoos so far. I'm definitely not done. As I said, I'm working on a sleeve for at least my left arm, and as I said, this is definitely my music arm, and my right arm is just my fun arm, as I like to call it, because I'm just gonna put whatever I absolutely love on my right arm. I do still have a lot of space. I only have 4 on my right and I have 6 on my left. Now I'll answer a couple of your guys' questions that you've always asked me about my tattoos. Mainly, the biggest one is, why do I get tattoos? The reason I started getting tattoos is because I loved the way they looked on people. Now, I knew I wanted to start getting tattooed when I was like 13, and I actually would call around to tattoo shops to see like how old you had to be and everything like that. But I'm glad I waited, because some of the tattoo designs I had in my teens definitely do not work now for my 31-year-old self. So I started getting tattooed at the age of 21, and I'm 31 now, and I'm absolutely nowhere near finished. I go to the same person. As you guys saw, 9 out of the 10 of my tattoos have been done by the same person. As I said, his name is Joey Singleton. His tattoo shop is called Ethos Tattoos in Saline, Michigan. I will have his links to his Instagram and his Facebook down in the description box for you guys, so you can go ahead and check out his shop. It's absolutely incredible. He does such amazing work, and he charges very reasonably, and I'm pretty sure if you tell him I sent you, he might give you a little bit of a discount, but don't quote me on it. How we met Joey is actually Kyle got his very first and actually only tattoo done by Joey. His shop was like an 1/8 of a mile from our house when we first started living together, and I just saw his work. I really enjoyed talking to him. So when I wanted to get my second tattoo, which is my faces, I decided to go to him, and I've been doing it ever since. The longest I've had to wait in between tattoos is 2 years, because between my anagram tattoos, he was changing shops. He was actually opening up his own shop, and I told him, I'll wait for you. I don't care. I just want to get tattooed by you. And we have actually a really good friendship. It has turned from just a tattoo artist and client relationship really into a really good friendship. And I think that's what you need with a tattoo artist. You absolutely need to feel comfortable with them. Now, some advice I want to give you guys and some tips that I want to let you guys know about when you're getting tattooed is, make sure you do your research on your artist. Now, what I mean by that is, make sure that they are certified, make sure that they are licensed, make sure that they are up to code with everything in their shop. Do not go to a tattoo artist that, you know, oh, my friend's brother's cousin does tattoos and he'll only charge you 20 bucks. No. No, no, no. One of the biggest things I have to make sure of is that my tattoo shop is clean and sanitary and sterilized with everything, because I have a very compromised immune system. But you want to make sure, even if you're a completely able-bodied person, some random Joe Schmo, you definitely want to make sure that your tattoo shop is up to code and licensed. So guys, that is the journey of my tattoos so far. Like I said, I'm going to be getting plenty of more tattoos in the future, and once I get maybe 3 or 4 or 5 more, I'll do an updated version of this video. But I absolutely love getting tattoos. It is a very big hobby of mine. I love collecting artwork on my body, and I definitely plan to get more. Now, personally, I am not going to be able to get any tattoos pretty much other than my arms and maybe my shoulder blades. I haven't decided if I want to do anything on my chest. Probably not, and I definitely will not be doing my hands, because that's just a personal preference for me. But my arms are definitely going to be covered to the max one day, and I can't wait. I definitely have at least 2 or 3 more tattoos in the works, and I'm just really, really excited about it. And if YouTube keeps going well and we hit a certain amount of subscribers, I might even get a YouTube themed tattoo. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe when we hit like 100,000 subscribers, I'll get, there you go. When we hit 100,000 subscribers on this channel, I will get a YouTube themed tattoo. There you go, guys. So If you guys enjoyed this video, please give me a good old thumbs up. It does help out my channel. And if you are not already and you'd like to be and you enjoyed this video, hit that little red button below, subscribe, become a member of my M's Gems family. We have tons and tons of fun on this channel. And I have a lot more videos coming your way very, very soon. If you guys have any questions about my tattoos that I didn't answer in this video, please leave them in the comments and I will answer them the best I can. And don't forget to check the description box for all of my social media links, to my tattoo artist Joey's social media links, and a little list of like tips and ideas and some advice about getting tattoos. That is it for me today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I tried to do it the best way I could think of to show you each tattoo individually. So guys, I just wanted to back up real quick and show you a full section of my arms, my forearms, like that, and like that, and like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it has been super, super requested and very long awaited. I thank you very, very much for being patient with me. And that's pretty much it. So I love you guys so, so much, and I'll see you again in my next video. Goodbye.
Hey now, call you split, cause you know that you will. Uh-oh, you buy your friend like chocolate. You said we go when nobody knows.